them side by side. It's Big Smoke. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's Big Smoke. I swear it's Big Smoke. A state representative in South Side of Chicago wants to ban the sale of Grand Theft Auto and other violent video games. This is Power Up. I am your host, Paul Chappell. And this, my friends, is just annoying because this whole issue with banning Grand Theft Auto has been asked and answered. Remember the whole hot coffee mod back in, I think, 2005? It was a mod that they had in the game that some hackers kind of opened up when it came to PC, I think. And it had a little sexual mini game. And there was some controversy for a few years. People like Hillary Clinton wanted the game banned, or at least the rating changed. I think they did change the rating to something 18 years old. Basically, you can't get the game unless you're 18. Something like that. Let me read a little bit on it. I got it open here. San Andreas was reassessed with an adults only rating by the U.S. Entertainment Software Rating Board and withdrawn from sale in Australia. An updated version of San Andreas was released with the minigame removed completely, allowing the game to regain its original rating. Rockstar released a patch for the original version to disable access to the minigame. Now, I want to note something here, and I've talked about this before, I think. Nothing happened in Europe, I don't think. This was all in the United States and Australia. You know why? Because Europeans aren't afraid of sex. We are terrified of sex in the United States, but we love violence. So the reverse is happening this time. This time, they're trying to ban based on violence. So let me go ahead and read this article. With carjackings on the rise in Chicago and elsewhere, a Southside Democratic state representative has introduced a bill that would ban the sale of Grand Theft Auto and other violent video games. Rep. Marcus Evans Jr. wants to amend a 2012 law preventing some video games from being sold to minors. Friday, he filed HB 3531, which would amend that law to ban the sale to anyone of video games depicting psychological harm, including motor vehicle theft with a driver or passenger present. So not only, they don't even want to reclassify it, they just want to ban it completely. This is not going to work. Let me just go ahead and say that. It's going to, even if they pass the bill, Rockstar Games is going to take them to court, and you know what the court's going to say? Freedom of speech. You know, this is not even it's not a being sold to minor issue. I'm sure minors are playing the game, but it's totally on the shoulders of the parents. Let's say you got a child who's 8 years old. He's not going to be able to buy this game on his own. Where he's going to get the money? No kids that age have money on their own. He's going to save his allowance money or something and drive himself to GameStop? And most games now, you can get them, you might want to download it digitally. But, if the parents are allowing their underage son or daughter to download stuff without getting their approval, my daughter is an adult now. She's 18 years old. I still have to verify any purchase she makes on her PlayStation. She has one in her room. Mostly her boyfriend plays it, but still, if they buy a game, my card is being used. And she has to come to me, and I go in her room and to see what she's buying, and I put in the password. Even though I don't really care what she plays. She can play Grand Theft Auto for all I care. She's old enough, but still, I don't like people using my credit card without me knowing what they're buying. So that's on the parents. Secondly, how, let's say they ban this game in Illinois, Chicago and Illinois, the state, the whole state. How are they going to prevent people from ordering the game? Okay, people can't buy it at GameStop. Great. How are they going to prevent people from ordering the game out of state? It's the same way, I think, Illinois, they have a ban on guns in Illinois, I think. But people, they just go to Indiana to buy a gun and come back. So how are they going to prevent this game from being delivered via Amazon? Is Amazon going to do a check to see if you're living in Chicago and say, no, you can't buy this game? How is that going to work? Are you not going to be able to digitally download it in Chicago? I just don't see how they're going to prevent this. It just seems stupid to me. So where was I? Evans had been contacted in January by Early Walker, who started operating Safe Pump to prevent carjackings at gas station and shopping center. Safe Pump positions security guards from Kate's Detective and Security Agency in areas with high numbers of carjackings. The bill would prohibit the sale of some of these games that promote the activities that we're suffering from in our communities. So I'm assuming carjackings just didn't happen before Grand Theft Auto. Really? Seriously, is that what you're telling me? Walker said he reached out to several state legislators to ban the video game after noticing similarities and local incidents of carjackings and actions players can make in a video game. You know what? I've seen carjackings in movies. I remember when I was a teenager, I saw this movie called Menace to Society. It was a very prominent carjacking. You know, strange enough, I didn't go out and carjack anybody after seeing it. I feel like this game has become a huge issue in this spectrum, Walker said. When you compare the two, you see harsh similarities as it relates to these carjackings. Wait a minute. Look at this guy. Is this Big Smoke? This guy looks like Big Smoke from San Andreas. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me look this up. God, look at this picture. Look at this. Okay, let me let me put them side by side. It's Big Smoke. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's Big Smoke. I swear it's Big Smoke. Big Smoke. Why do you want to ban this game, man? Oh my God, it's almost a spitting image. His head is shaped a little bit different. I mean, and this guy over here is, the picture of him is kind of cartoony. No one's head would be shaped like that. But holy crap, Big Smokes wants to ban the sale of this game. Ain't that a beat? So yeah, there's so many problems with this lawsuit. It's not going to work. First Amendment issues. They are not going to be able to prove a correlation between carjackings in the area and this video game. This video game is, when did even the last Grand Theft Auto come out? It came out in 2013 or something, didn't it? So I think everybody who's bought this game has already bought it. I mean, are you going to go to every PlayStation in Chicago and delete the game from people's hard drive? And most of what the money they make on the game right now is from the online content. I mean, but it might, you know, if it were to pass, it would have ramifications on the next game, whenever that's coming out. Besides addressing carjacking, the bill also changed the definition of a violent video game. To one in which players control a character within the video game that is encouraged to perpetuate human-on-human violence, in which the player kills or otherwise causes serious physical or psychological harm to another human or an animal. So basically, all those Call of Duty games, bye-bye. Basically, any game you play right now, any first-person shooter is going to be banned. Spider-Man, if that's the definition that they're going to use, a video game that is encouraged to perpetrate human-on-human violence, that's every freaking video game ever made. That's Spider-Man. That's God of War. That's, I'm trying to think of some Xbox games because I don't play Xbox. Halo. Every game ever made has some freaking human on human violence, except for maybe, I don't know, Mario Brothers. So hey, you'll still have your Nintendo games. CBD officers, I guess that's Chicago PD officers, responded to 218 carjackings in January. Police said Walker believes there is a bipartisan support in Springfield to ban sales of game in Illinois. Also on Monday, Walker and Olympia Fields trustee Desiree Watkins announced Operation Safe Pump would expand to South Chicago suburb. Watkins says carjackings have increased in Olympia Fields since October from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Safe pump guards will be at Speedway gas station at Crawford Avenue and Vollmer Road, Walker said. Olympia Fields has a significant population of women and seniors who have been targeted in recent carjackings, according to Safe Pump. Watkins says she contacted Walker after a retired police officer in Olympia Fields was carjacked at gunpoint in their driveway. I am glad that Walker is bringing something to us to keep us safe, Watkins says. Operation Safe Pump is welcome here. Okay, that has nothing to do with the gaming stuff, though. Grand Theft Autos was causing all this problem. Like I think I've already said, wouldn't there be carjackings everywhere? And I think it has more to do with people don't have work right now, or unemployment is really high right now. It's already been proven when people have jobs, crimes go down. When people have money, crimes go down. It is reassuring to me, though, that for once, some dumbass Southerner isn't trying to get something banned. There's actually somebody in the North doing this. And I can respect the fact that, a Democrat, a black Democrat is actually coming out against violence. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But you can't make that decision for everybody. Just imagine how boring, Grand Theft Auto would be if they had to change. I mean, the game is called Grand Theft Auto. So just imagine having to get a car like you did probably when you were a teenager, having your parents drop you off at work or riding the bus to your job and painstakingly saving up money. You're from your minimum wage job at Little Caesars or whatever, or the movie theater. I worked at a movie theater. And in my city, which is the same city I live in now, Greenville, we don't have a good public transportation. So I would have to rely on my dad to take me to work. My dad had his own business, so his hours were kind of crazy. So when I got off, I would have to wait up to 2 hours sometimes for him to pick me up. And believe me, I got so tired of waiting for him to pick me up. I wasted so much time waiting for him. I couldn't wait to get my first car. Still didn't carjack anybody. But just imagine that scenario in Grand Theft Auto. Not only having to save up money and getting a job in the game, some boring job, but having to stop at every traffic light. Oh my God, that would be a boring game. The whole point in Grand Theft Auto is so you don't do this stuff in real life. You get a little taste of it. No, there is a nut occasionally, I think. We do have some nuts that probably play a first-person shooter and get amped up. But they're crazy anyway. Like when Charles Whitman killed all those people at that Texas University, I don't think even we had video games back then. So what was wrong with that guy? But it's a good little sensational article. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, ring that bell if you're already a subscriber so you know when my next video drops. And I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching.